Hi, this is Dr. Wright, and I have Jen here with me, and she's a certified lymphedema therapist, and she explains lymphatics every day. And I wanted to do a little recording with her explaining uh, just the a basic introduction to lymphatics. She calls it Lymphatics 101.
Hello. Yeah, so I just wanted to explain a little bit about the lymphatic system. A basic understanding, I think, always helps patients understand more what's going on than knowledge is power, right? So veins, arteries, lymphatics, that is your circulatory system. So you can see on Our Lady here. So the veins and arteries are depicted by the red and blue, and the lymphatic system is depicted by the green. It's like a cobweb structure that runs throughout your entire body. And most of us have heard of veins and arteries. That's pretty common. We've heard of that through our lives. But most of us don't know much about the lymphatic system. It is pretty much responsible for doing all your garbage cleanup. It's a big deal and we should know more about it. So you kind of know about it because if you've ever got a sore throat, you felt these little knobs right here. Those are your lymph nodes. They get big as it's trying to fight that allergen or that infection or whatever's going on in your body. So your lymphatic system is working for you all the time. We just aren't very aware of it, if it's doing a good job. So if you look at this lady here, the veins, arteries, lymphatics are running together. What the ultimate goal is when things are getting collected by the lymphatics is to get it to these nodes. So these green dots are your nodes. And if you look at her, most of her nodes are in the proximal part of her body. So the middle part of her body.
Around the trunk, torso.
So why is this important? Because if the lymphatic system is not working properly, it can lead us to infections or immune compromised situations, or it can lead to excess fluid, which is where most of us become familiar with the lymphatic system when it's not working for us. And we end up with a leg that has extra volume or arms that have extra volume, extra fluid, if you will. So the goal in getting it into the lymphatics, because we have to stimulate the lymphatics to make that happen, the veins and arteries are getting stimulated all the time because they've got that heart pumping for them. The lymphatics require stimulation to get the uptake. So the lymphatic system, if we can get it back, all the garbage, because this is the fish tank filter of our body, it's helping us clean out everything. So if we can get that garbage back into the lymphatic system, it will eventually go through your heart, liver, and kidneys, and then you'll pee it out. When I say pee it out, everybody's like, oh, it's water. But we know it's much more than that.
So it is 96% water, but 4% is dissolved solids. And those solids are some of them are cells, immune cells like lymphocytes. And some of them are dissolved proteins, fats, and salts. And those, if the fluid stews there too long, then those solids deposit in wherever they've sit there and stew. Eventually they just like if you left a if you stirred some sugar and water, eventually if it will settle out. And that's what's going on. So if we have a limb that's staying swollen, that has a lot of lymph in it, those solids are going to deposit there
and create problems.
Yeah, definitely don't want that.
If you let it sit there, that's when the problems are going to incur.
Right.
So you got to get that fluid on the move.
Yep. That's pretty much why. So we're going to go into, well, more talks. We'll go into how we get it moving, all the things we get to moving. But we want to just give you a brief overview of the lymphatics. And thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. That's sort of, we're concluding. We got more coming.